Hi Virgo, thanks for joining me. This will be a general love reading for you guys from the 27th of July to the 2nd of August. It is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus signs. Don't worry too much. If you don't know what your Moon, Rising or Venus sign is, if you check the description box below the video, all that information's in there for you. As I said, it is a general love reading, so it won't resonate with everyone out there. Just take what resonates with you or for you and just leave the rest. Please remember that time is fluid, so this could have already happened, it could be happening now, or it could be happening outside that 7-day timestamp that's actually on the video. Also, the energies that I'm picking up with the tarot could be you, could be the connection that you're working towards, or it could be both of you. So please bear that in mind as well. I just wanted to say thank you so much, Virgo, for the love and support you've shown, let's say Freya, me, even, throughout this whole journey and up until now. It's great knowing that these messages are connecting with someone out there. So if the message does connect with you on some level, please like, share, subscribe. Probably the most important thing for me is for you to click that thumbs up button, just to let me know that this message is getting to the correct person. So you can also comment on the videos if you wanted to. So if you yeah, I forgot what I was going to say. It's really bad, isn't it? It's because I'm shuffling the cards and looking at them and thinking, right, okay, I can feel this energy already. Yeah, so if you wanted to comment, please, by all means, comment. Or if you wanted some guidance on anything, just email me. The email address is in the description box, along with all the other information regarding personal readings, etc. So yeah, let's just have a look. So your first card, and this is the energy that's surrounding this reading. We've got fear surrounding money, the wisdom to accept help from others, uncertain self-employment. So there's a little bit of fear going on regarding your stability. So this is the energy that you're in. It could be that you're in at the moment. I don't think it's the energy that you're working towards. I think that that's the energy that you're in at the moment. But yeah, there's a lot of fears. A lot of fear surrounding financial considerations. We also have, see, this is echoed with this 9 of air, expecting the worst, self-fulfilling prophecies and sleepless nights. So there's a lot of turmoil going on here for some reason. Let's see if we can get some more information for you. So, okay. What does oh, there we go. Absolutely gorgeous energy. Look at this. Lavish abundance. Give birth to your dreams. Nurture yourself and others. So you're going to be coming out. Like, you're going to be coming out of these energies here, and you're going to be birthing something. You're going to be birthing something new. Nurture yourself and others. It's such a beautiful, beautiful energy. That is golden. I can feel that energy more than this. So this is what you're going to be really working towards. But there is going to be a little bit of trepidation, I think, along the way initially. But I don't think it's anything to worry about. Yeah, I don't think it's anything to worry about. This nurturing yourself and others, it's being kind to yourself and anybody that you're connected with or have a connection with. What else do we need to know for Virgo? Virgo in love from the 27th. There we go. Yeah, the Hermit. Look, we're going within. So I think that you're actually going within to find these answers. How do I move forward into something that's more fulfilling, that's going to enhance my life, that's more, it's kind of like in tune with what I envisage for my future, even, is the message that comes out. So you are going to be taking a little bit of time away just to get answers, just to listen to your soul's purpose, I wanted to say. To truly connect with yourself and say, right, okay, what do I really want from my time on planet Earth? What would really make me happy? what would fulfill my soul's desire even. We've also got the King of Air here. Speak your mind with confidence. Seek out professional advice. Balance mental and emotional considerations. Okay. So it could be that you're quite... There we go. It's really speaking now. Yeah, we've got awakening here as well. So let me just shuffle these cards here and see if they come out. They don't normally come out in a kind of like sequence. I don't read them like that. I will look at the energies and my guides will show me. Oh, wow. You've got nothing to worry about. It's blessed by the sun. So whatever initiates this energy here, whatever energy that you're in here, don't worry about it, because it is actually blessed by the sun. It's all, everything's going to be happy, happy, happy. But I think the initial start off is going to be a little bit tricky, should I say. Or you're going to find it a little bit tricky. I think that may be just tricky in your head. You're overthinking the situation. I think you're over-processing it. But then you'll notice that you're over-processing it and you're coming into this hermit mode. And I think that's where that awakening card comes in, actually. Looking at things from a different standpoint. It's seriously, and I think that's what's happening. You've stressed yourself out so much with these kind of like sleepless nights and this almost expecting the worst, this self-fulfilling prophecy. You kind of like, you've had enough of it, but you recognize that you're doing that. You're doing more harm than good in this situation. Please remember that positivity attracts positivity. Negativity attracts negativity. Okay, so whatever you put out into the universe, whatever thoughts you give yourself, so if they're negative, if you speak to yourself in a negative voice, you will attract negativity. It really is that simple. You have to remain positive. So that's not even that little intuitive voice, I would say, inside your head or your mind, or however you speak to yourself. It has to be from a place of love, and it has to be positive. It has to be positive. Okay, please remember that. You are lovable, so don't the one person in this world above everybody else that should love you is yourself. That's not egotistical. That's acceptance. That's unconditional love. You should show that to yourself. Okay, it's being kind to yourself. King of Water, open your heart and mind to those around you. Trustworthy, heartfelt advice and charity work. So let's just have a look and see if we can get some more cards. Yeah, please remember, I've been in this situation before. As an empath, I overthink, overprocess. In the past, I have had sleepless nights. I have been in this 9 of Air energy for a long time. I had been previously, and I mean to a detrimental, to my own detriment. This 9 of Air energy, I sat in. A situation arose and I couldn't process things. I didn't have the knowledge then that I have now. So my voice in my head was very negative towards me. Oh, I'm not good enough. Why does things happen like this to me? I'm a good person, but I always get rubbish. I always get a rubbish hand dealt to me. And I couldn't understand why I was, why I wasn't attracting or wasn't getting anywhere. Why I was poisoning, and it's almost like you can see that card as poisoning your own mind, because you've got these poisonous thoughts about things. Look at all these unicorns lying on the ground. They've been poisoned by thoughts. But you don't understand, especially if you're not If you're used to over processing and overthinking things, you don't realize the damage that you do to yourself through your thoughts. What damage you can do to situations, connections, because you're all up in your own head. You only see you're only experiencing your own thoughts. You're not in the moment, so you don't open yourself up to any possibilities. But the lesson for today is don't over process, don't overthink, okay? And also think with a positive voice. Positivity attracts positivity. You are the universe, so whatever you feed yourself is going to come back. It's mirrored, okay? You've got a strength card there as well, which is gorgeous. And look, you don't have to worry. Good news about financial matters. Wanting to do something more challenging, a new area of study. I think this is where you want to actually move on to a different situation, a vision that's more fulfilling for yourself, that's more in tune with how you envisage your future to be, a successful future for you, however that resonates with you. Your soul's desire, even. What's your soul's purpose? What's your ultimate desire in this world? What would you ultimately like to spend your time doing on planet Earth? With who? That could be, who you want to spend your time with. Remember, you cannot get away from yourself. In this life's journey, you are with you. Amongst everything else, you are with you. So you must be kind to yourself in order to achieve your dreams, etc. You cannot get away from you, your soul. So you must be kind to yourself. Okay, I think that's all the cards we're going to get from the tarot. We're just going to put them in. I've gone through the majority of them, but we'll put them in a sequence. So you're coming out of this icky energy here, which I'm so pleased about. There is, as I said, I got the feeling that there was going to be some kind of like epiphany and awakening. So there's a life experience here and an awakening, and I think that these two cards actually kickstart it. This life experience is a sudden change, and I think that's a sudden change in how you... or the awakening card comes before the life experience, and I think there's awakening card here. You're actually realizing that you're doing more harm than good with these negative thoughts. You're actually kicking your own butt out of that energy, and you're going to be looking at things from a different perspective. Although it says here it's important to be yourself, there will be a period of time where you will have to reflect inwards in order to understand why, what you ultimately want from life. Okay, there is a temporary pause in action. It's not all going to be, okay, I've acknowledged that I speak to myself in this unkind voice, I can't do that anymore, let's go. It's not going to be like that. It is, there's like little baby steps to be taken. Okay, you really need to understand what you want, from this time here, and who you want to spend it with as well. Okay, so it's any situation, could be job, finances, but ultimately this is a love reading. So the energies, I'm reading these energies, but to apply it to your love life, you're actually looking at who you want to spend time with. Okay, so you've come to this awakening. It says here, look at things from a different perspective. Yeah, you're coming out of this icky energy here. You're having this kind of like epiphany. I need to move forward, and I need to do it in a positive way. I need to do it in a positive way. Okay, so then we've got this. I think the Hermit comes after this, actually. They're telling me the Hermit card comes after. When you look at things from a different perspective, you're actually going within and realising what you want. This is about self-discovery. It's about looking at situations. Why do I do what I do? Why do I process my emotions the way I do? Why am I always up in my own head? How can I rectify things? And it's also about finding, and I would say I get the message from here that you will be looking towards groups of people that will help you to understand yourself better. You've come to this kind of like realization, I can't go on like this anymore. Why do I do the things I do? And you're seeking out advice from other people. Now, that could be spiritual advice, it could be counselling, it could be anything. But I think that you will be recognising that there are little facets within you that no longer serve you, that are detrimental to the way that you look at the world, your world. It's your world, how you look at things and process emotions and your mental considerations. I think that how you act with other people, also you're looking at that with a fine-tooth comb and you're thinking, right, okay, I need to do something about this. The only person that can do that is me. So you're owning your own emotions, you're owning your own thoughts, you want to own yourself, your life's purpose. So you are going to be, I think, strongly connecting with either a counselling service. If you're spiritual, then you'll be connecting with spiritual people, organisations. There are thousands, millions out there, millions of ways that you can connect with people who are also on a journey of self-discovery. There are Facebook groups, there are, online counselling, there are people like me. I also coach and counsel people, so if you do have a bad time and you're thinking, how can I go forward with this, just drop me an email. Seriously, I'd rather you not struggle with things and reach out rather than keep it all within and return back to this energetic state. Doesn't do you any, it serves no purpose. And I can tell you how I came out of mine. It's a long, slow road, but you will get there. Okay, and it's easier with help. I did it all on my own, and there were twists and turns along the way, but the universe was always showing me that I needed to do something about it, and I didn't see it. I refused to see it. I put a veil of denial over a mask of denial over my face and just forged forward. I made life difficult for myself. If I just owned up and owned my own emotions and my psychological considerations in the beginning, I would have, 20 years would have, I would have been where I wanted to, probably about 20 years ago, but I didn't, because I thought I knew it all for some reason. So silly. Because I knew what I was doing was wrong, but I still refused to see it. Okay, it's a little bit snippet from my life, so I can connect with you on that level. Seriously, it's not a good thing to be going through. So if you need help, just email me. So we've got this life experience here, this significant life event, a powerful revelation that leads to change, time to spread your wings. Yeah, look at things differently. Look, you need to become yourself almost. And there you are, the Empress energy. Lavish abundance, give birth to your dreams, nurture yourself and others. So it's being kind to you. This life experience, it's kind of like an epiphany. What do I actually do with my time here? How can I enrich my soul, enrich my life, enrich my connections even. Absolutely gorgeous. I'm not joking. This is the most gorgeous energy I have read for a long time, because the progression of the cards, it's so strong as well. You're going to have the strength, look, great inner strength, so you're forging forward. You've got this idea, you've come through, you understand what you need to do in order to go forward, and you've mustered this strength and courage to do it. Yes, I want to do it now. Release harsh judgments, forgiveness and compassion. This is forgiving yourself for how you've acted in the past. It's forgiving yourself for being this in this energetic state and staying in it for some time. It's about also releasing judgments for other people, because obviously you've reacted to a situation in your head. The situations like this, when the reality could be so different. Imagine, okay, scenario, two people see a situation, each one's going to see it differently. No two people read the same things. Okay, So whatever's in your head you're believing is the truth may actually not be, because it's clouded. It's clouded by fear. Fear just can do a lot of things. So remember to not judge yourself and forgive yourself for being so fearful and up in your own head. And it's also forgiving other people for reacting the way that they've reacted to you, because everything has cause and effect. Okay, if I'm fearful, say for example, if I'm fearful about something, so I'm up in my own head, in my own thoughts, somebody talks to me and I think, oh, they're being all funny. And they're not, they're just asking me a question. But in my head, because I'm so consumed with all these negative thoughts and things like that, I almost project onto them. And I think, they're thinking negatively of me. And I react and I snap and I'm nasty. Say, for example, that's a reaction. You need to forgive yourself, and the other person's going to react to that, aren't they? So you're going to have to forgive them as well. And you're going to have to almost, I feel like you're going to have to almost explain the situation if this is with a connection. You know, that I'm really sorry, but I wasn't myself. And I've understood that now. And I need to move forward. So this could be you, as you're going on this spiritual journey, rebirthing a connection, a situation that has gone a bit icky because you've been in this energetic state. You've been so consumed with your own emotions, and you've been over processing things, which I think is just absolutely gorgeous, because it takes a really, really, really strong person, a really big person, to actually dig deep and say, I want to change things. But it's not about the other person. It's not their job to do that for me. It's my job to do it. And I'm going to own up to my own emotions. It really, really, absolutely gorgeous energy. But it takes immense strength and courage. Like I said, I was in denial for a long time. I blamed lots and lots of other people for my own shortcomings. I put the blame on everybody else instead of owning it myself. Yeah, so that's not a good space to be singing from, really. It's an awful space to be singing from. But yeah, okay, so enough about me anyway. This great inner strength here, so that's absolutely gorgeous. When you get the courage and the strength to become actually who you are, you get all this, look at this, you're looking at things positively, speak your mind with confidence. You're going to be able to do that. So tell the other person, yes, I was wrong almost. This is why I've reacted in the way I've reacted, because of X, Y, and Z. I was up in my own head, and actually explaining to them, I'm seeking advice on how to move forward. There is no, don't ever think little of yourself or belittle yourself for actually owning your own emotions and psychological considerations, okay? And also don't feel weak by expressing that to someone else, by saying, yes, I was wrong. It's actually very, very courageous. It takes a bigger person to admit that they were wrong than it does for somebody to slink away into the shadows and blame everybody else. It was their fault, and not own your emotions. Not owning what you've put out into the world. Very, very, very gorgeous, gorgeous card this is. The energy you get off this is very, very strong. Almost makes me want to cry. Not in a bad way, but as an empath, the journey that you're going on is just superb. It really is. Whoever this reading is for, it really does make me feel quite emotional, because it's such a gorgeous progression of energies. So speak your mind. I'm going to start because I'm going to start crying. Speak your mind. See, this is what this is what happens. People think that empaths are really sensitive and kind of like weak. There's some people think it, not everybody. I shouldn't be so, tarnishing everybody with the same brush. But a lot of people say, oh, you know, you're really sensitive, and oh, what you doing crying at that? And I'm like, I didn't even realise I was, but it's because I connect with emotions and energies and people. So, you know, whatever energy is around them, how they're feeling, if it's joy, fear, disappointment, I will actually feel that emotion. It's so strange. It's so strange. It's very hard to navigate the world. You have to be very grounded with it. But when I come to this table, I connect with you on an energetic level. So whoever this reading is for, it is just beautiful, and it's overwhelming, as in the energy is just full of love, progression, joy, and contentment. It will get to that space, and it's such a beautiful progression of energies, and it makes me not cry, but my eyes are wet, but it kind of like brings joy to my heart. It really does, because I think things have been quite hard in the beginning. It's been very difficult, but you're actually coming out of that. It's just gorgeous, and I can feel this sun energy, this Empress energy here, this beautiful golden light that's filling the room. Actually, it's just absolutely amazing. I really wish I could bottle it, or I could communicate it to you in some other way rather than speaking, but unless, you know, you're here with me, you probably won't be able to feel it. But yeah, speak your mind with confidence, seek out professional advice, balance mental and emotional considerations. So it's really having that balance again, but you've mastered that. You've got the strength to do it. So it's absolutely gorgeous. You've got here contentment, peace and abundance, happy home life, the successful completion of a project. But I think this is the project. This project is you owning your own emotions and how you process things, and seeking support groups. Seeking support, I think, is a very big thing that comes into this reading. Wisdom to accept help from others in that Five of Earth. Yeah? This nurture yourself and others. So it's giving and receiving. It's, you know, spiritual teaching. It's important. You remember, you are a good person. It's important to be yourself throughout this whole process. Okay. So we've got this, contentment, peace and abundance, a happy home life, the successful completion of a project. We've also got here good news about financial matters, wanting to do something challenging, a new area of study. And we've also got open your heart and mind to those around you, trustworthy and heartfelt advice. So if you are connecting with people in a group situation, i.e. a spiritual group, please remember that the advice that they're giving you is from the heart, it's from a place of love, and you can trust it. Okay, that's if you're on a spiritual journey. If you want to go down and I almost feel like it is a spiritual awakening or a journey. You actually, you know, poof, and it's here. It's just gorgeous. And then it's crowned by this sun. Happy outcome, brilliant new ideas that lead to success. Have confidence in yourself. You can do it. It's just gorgeous. Thank you. So let's have a look and see how that relates to your angel answers. What do we have? What do we have for Virgo? Virgo in love. Virgo in love. What do we need to know? Oh, there we go. Romance. Gorgeous. Let me just move those cards over here a moment, because obviously you guys know by now I actually read from the top of a chest of drawers. Which is hilarious, isn't it, really? But in the face of adversity, I still keep going. Because that's what I'm guided to do. Guided to connect with you on an energetic level, and just try and light the way, or just not light the way. That's a bit. It's not egotistical, because that's what empaths are. We're bearers of kind of like light. People gravitate towards us and open up, which is what is that's what our sole purpose is, to help people. We also have to help ourselves as well, but yeah, I feel compelled. I have no choice but to do this. I'm guided. I feel, which is really, really strange, I'll tell you now, that I feel ill. Feel physically, seriously, this is so strange. I feel physically and physically ill if I don't do this. It's that strong. And the messages come through, and sometimes I could be hoovering or whatever, and the messages come through, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, that message is for someone. It needs to come out. It needs to be heard. So yeah, it does make me quite, if I don't get the messages out, I do feel quite poorly with it. I feel drained, fatigued, drained. I can feel nauseous as well. Oh, really emotional, especially if you're connecting with all these energies and they're not being released. The messages are not coming out. It's quite a battlefield sometimes. So even if, say, I was to say no more Mystic Freya, I couldn't do it. I actually couldn't do it. I am guided to do it. So, okay, recovery. So we've got a year from now. It's just a period of time. So don't take that as a literal year. I don't read it as a literal year. I just take it as an extended period of time. So remember in the reading it did actually say there's going to be a temporary pause in action, and there's no need to worry about that. It's look, it's up to you. Yes, it is up to you. It's up to you to recognize that you are sitting in a low vibrational state, and that you're not getting 1,000% out of your life and situations. So all of these energies here, this journey you could potentially go through. Okay, you could potentially go through. It's a scenario. These readings are for guidance. You have free will. If you don't want to go through this journey, it's saying you will still stay in this status quo. You will be in this self-fulfilling prophecy for a long time. But if you take the steps that the message, the guidance, the guides have given you, you will see abundance. You will see the sun. You will see life in a whole different way, and you will receive the rewards for that, the rewards for putting in the work. So when we're here on planet Earth, we're here to kind of like raise the vibrational level of everybody as well. So I think everybody should come from, it's very difficult, everybody should come from a place of love and attain the highest vibrational status as possible in order to get, look, we've got trust here as well, in order to get the best out of their situations. And there's something better. Okay. Connections, how they can enhance their life. Okay. Okay, so what do we have? What do we have for Virgo? So from your angel answers, romance angels even, we've got romance there. Past life relationship, you have known each other before, absolutely gorgeous. So this is somebody from your past. You may have lost connection with them. This could also be connected with this kind of like this awakening here. If you look at it from, this can be taken two ways: a spiritual revelation, and it can be a revelation of love. So that could be you moving away from a situation and then going through all these energies to get to this gorgeous, open your heart and mind to each other. The strength, going for what you really want. As I said, this Empress energy here, this life experience is coming up. This Empress energy, give birth to your dreams. This past life relationship is a dream. As you've been dreaming about this person, this connection from the past, whoever they are, and you're recognizing it. You once you dream, you've actually manifested it almost. So look, recovery worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Absolutely beautiful. So that temporary pause is echoed again. This temporary pause of you getting your head and heart space right, how you process things in order to move forward. So you're going towards this this connection with new. Almost like a rebirth, I wanted to say. That's the message they're giving me, that you're coming towards it, reborn. because you're looking at things in such a different way now from this energy here where everything's just bleh, and you're going through all of these steps to get to this, the sun, the happy outcome that you want, which is also echoed by this, like you having to go back. Look, nurture yourself, give birth to your dreams. This is a dream come true, and it has been worth waiting for. It will be worth waiting for. The recovery period is you actually going through all of those steps in order to get to the person that you will be, the energy, etc., the outlook, the heart space and head space, in order to connect with this person. It's just beautiful, it really is. God, you guys have got such a good reading today. I wish I was a Virgo. Well jealous now. No, can't say that, can I? Oh. No, I'm so pleased for you guys. Whoever this is for, please let me know, because it's a really emotional read, and it's going to take about 1,000 years to upload, but it needs to be heard for someone out there. So, okay, what else do we have? For Virgo. Oh, there we go. 3 cards. They were telling me, oh wow. They're telling me to take cards. So I am going to do this, right? Okay, a year from now, we've got very soon. Clearly decide what you want so it comes to you now. So that's a period of time. Okay, so that's you deciding to go on this journey. Obviously, oh my God, you've got trust twice. Okay. Is that it? What's a year from now? Okay. We've got it's up to you. Soulmate, yes, this is your soulmate. It's a past life relationship, but it's up to you whether or not you want to. I don't know if that's there, actually. I think the soulmate one goes on to this trust here. Yes, it is your soulmate. So trust this is your soulmate, this person that's been worth waiting for, because I think this connection's been lost along the way. Trust, it's up to you. The situation is calling you to have faith. But very soon decide what you want. So I think that you are going to go with this decision of moving away from the icky energy of being in your own head, being really despondent, having a really rubbish time, and connecting with something a lot more fulfilling, soul fulfilling for you. Yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous. But yeah, there's something better, of course there is. So what else do we need to know? Yeah. There's something better than the rubbish energy that you've had in the beginning. And look, reconciliation, someone from your past is returning to your life. Yeah, past life relationship. There's something better than this awful energy here. Do we have any more cards? Yeah, look, learning, forgiving and learning as you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. Yep, something better than being in the old energetic state. Flipping hell, how many more cards can you give me? I think they're just trying to reinforce it. Look, calling in your soulmate, your prayers, affirmations, visualizations help bring you together. Yep. And heart-to-heart conversations to honestly discuss your feelings with each other. This is you. This is moving on. They're urging you to move on from this energy where you close everybody out and react instead of opening up and acknowledging that, you're not feeling right, you're feeling overwhelmed, etc. You put on this mask of denial just to show the world, okay, I'm fine, but really you're not. You need to own those emotions. Seriously, you need to. But you will go through this awakening. If you do the steps, there is something better. There is a reconciliation. There is heart-to-heart conversations. There is you calling in your soulmate. But I think they're telling me if you don't take the steps, if you don't decide to do this, it won't happen. You need to be in a mode of acknowledgement in order to go forward with this. Like I've said, that the email service is there if you're feeling in 2 different minds whether or not to go on this to enhance your life, and it will only enhance it. Okay, it will be painful in parts, but you will get so much more out of it. You'll see the world in a whole different way. Yeah, clearly decide what you want so it comes to you now. I think if you don't acknowledge that fact, then you won't get to this point here, the sun point, and all of these other cards that are on the board. So if you need some support, just email me. Because the reading is absolutely so gorgeous. It's urging you so much to go on. It's the desire almost from my guide to keep pushing this out. This is why we get so many cards, because they're trying to reiterate how important it is for you to do this work. If you do this work, you could get X, Y, and Z out of the situation. That's the reason why they give me so much tarot. They could just give me 2 tarot cards and that's it, you know, but they don't, because they are invested in you. Let's just have a look. Just bear with me. For some reason, my alarm clock's just gone off. How spooky is that? Who gets up at like... I have no idea what that's gone off. It's so strange. Emotions are running high. Yes, they are. What do you need to release? So, sorry, I'm just going to close it off with 3 Moonology cards. But yeah, please remember you have support out there if you want to take it. There are support groups, even me, if you wanted to. I'm here to help. You and your loved ones are safe. Adjustments are required. Meditate and contemplate. Confidence is the key to success. Absolutely mesmerizing reading, Virgo. I think I'm just going to have to put it in the description box so you guys will have to see it to the end, because the message is so strong. So I really do hope it connects with someone out there. If it does, please let me know. Much, much love to you. Please like, share, subscribe, and please remember to click that thumbs up button. Love you loads. Thanks, Virgo.